Sincerity. I pray and I wish that you can have someone that their action would align with their words, or their words will align with their action. Because at the end of the day, we are falling for words because we want words of affirmation. But at the end of the day, we end up not belonging anywhere. Do you know why? Because we really want to hear what we need. We really want to. We want to hear what we really want to hear, but we don't want to hear the truth because we are accustomed to getting what we want. So you find we have a lot of liars because they know if I tell you the truth, you will not accept me because I want you. I want the benefits that comes from you. So I'll tell you what you want to hear, but not the truth. So you find people cannot be sincere because we are not accustomed to hear the truth. We are accustomed to hear what we want to hear. Giving up. May giving up not be a solution. No, giving up is never a solution. Do you know why? Because I know what you're giving up on. You thought you will change someone. Now they are not changing. But you have never listened to me when I say you cannot change anybody. The only thing you can change is the outside appearance. You can buy them clothes, you can feed them, you can put them in a good house, or they can look good. But their inner personality, their character, you cannot change them. And that is why you are giving up. But if you went to a relationship that you are okay with their character, their true personality, the one that they showed you and you are okay, you are like, this one is okay. Even if I'm not okay with it, I will be okay with it because it's not a matter they will change. People don't change. And that is something I want you to load. But if you are okay with them, and maybe now the only problems you have, they are external factors, please don't give up. Work on that relationship. Let me love you. Sometimes I don't know why people are so tough. People have walls that when you wanna try to love them, they're scared. They are scared because they haven't healed. I know I'm trying to get you, but you have come from a very messed up relationship. But I want you. Why are you judging that I'm like your previous? Why is a conversation of walls coming in? Why are you building walls when I'm trying to know you? Why don't you allow someone else to teach you what is love? I know sometimes there are people who come pretending they really want to prove to you that they can love you, and then they later hurt you more than the ex they told you they won't hurt you like. But sometimes I'm like, if you don't try again and again and again, when will you find that one that is supposed to love you? The problem with you guys is one, you are holding to your previous traumas and hurt that the other person who wants to love you cannot have space in your heart. Enjoy. If I was you and I was in a relationship, the only thing I could do is enjoy. Most of us use a lot of energy and time in relationship just to complain. But if you evaluate the time you have enjoyed and complained in that relationship, you will realize you wasted a lot of time doing nonsense. You cannot tell me your relationship is 100% wrong and you are in love. You know, sometimes we focus with the 25% we don't have, but we forget we have 75% that is all about enjoyment. This 25%, when you stop complaining and start enjoying, you will find that it will start solving itself. Because maybe even the 25% that you are complaining about, it's being brought because of your complaining. I'm telling you the truth. Relationship, if you want to go for, and I'm telling you from the depth heart of my heart, if you want to go for and learn to enjoy, take every time as a positivity, something that is adding in your life. But if you continue complaining, you will never enjoy any bit of that relationship. Give yourself. Do you know you can never learn how to forgive until you learn how to forgive yourself? Some of us have been in relationships where we blame ourselves for everything wrong that happened. But we have never given ourselves gratitude for the good things that happen. So you find you're beating yourself. You find someone who had a good body, a very good body, but now they stopped taking care of themselves. Their courage went off, their self-esteem went off. So you realize what is ailing this person. It's not because they were hurt. It's because now they are beating themselves for everything that happened in their relationships. Most of you are even in relationship where they feel like they kind of regret, but at the end of the day, they blame themselves for everything that happens in the house. So you find that you have never reached a place that you have to forgive yourself or take, as much as you take ownership, you don't say, I have to release this burden. And that's why you see people are looking bad. How will I put this? They are not looking like themselves. Why? Because they have beaten themselves to a level that they don't know how to love themselves again. You find even loving yourself is becoming difficult. Why? Because you blamed yourself and forgot to forgive yourself. So you cannot enter even in a new relationship, because you cannot tell me you love someone else yet you hate yourself. So you have to learn something. Forgiveness. As much as you love, we are told for you to love someone, you have to love yourself first. For you to love yourself, you have to forgive yourself for everything that you blame yourself for. Working class. Hi guys. Working class. Dating a working class. There are things that you need to sacrifice, especially if you are not working together, because time might differ. Energy that is used might also differ, because this person doesn't have time always to talk to you, always to see you. They are working. And you see, we always want a working class. But do you know, in reality, there are things that a working class cannot give you, like ample time. They say if you want a successful man, just know time you don't have. If you want time, get someone who is ghetto broke, but just no money you won't have. So you have to sacrifice one, either time, attention, or money. It's for you to know. But that doesn't mean you cannot love a working class. But you need to find a common ground. You need to look at that, even if it is 1 hour, you both, that your time corresponds. Like we are free, maybe Saturday from 2 to 4. 2 hours are enough to continue making your love brace. And then when you're in between your work, you have 5 minutes. Text your person, check up on them. When you're waking up, when you're sleeping, check up on them. I hear people who go for work and they say, I was so busy, I couldn't talk to anyone. I'm not anyone. When you are sleeping, before you close your eye, write for me, good night, I love you, something like that. I'm sleepy. I will appreciate that effort. The problem is you are going silent because you told me you are busy. That is useless and stupidity of the highest order. So if you are working class, also create time for chatting or calling your person, even if it is for 2 minutes. And in private, if your man is not a baby in your private room, then just know you are not dating that man. That man is there for benefits. If a man is in love with you, you will get a baby. A baby who just want to lay on you. You see the way you guys think that you want to lay on a man's chest and all that. In reality, men want to lay on you. Men want to sleep on you. Men want to be there, that baby of on you. And that is something that you only get with someone you love, someone who feels comfortable with you. That masculine man you see outside there in the public, that public people, that masculine person the public know. In private, you can attest that that man is a baby. If that man is not a baby in your room, let me tell you something, you are failing. Okay, you are not failing, you are dating yourself, because there is somewhere else that he goes, that he is being pampered and he becomes a baby there. There is where he lays on her like that and be like, here is where I want to be, musical. Oh, don't sleep on me, let me sleep on you. And that man can sleep there like he doesn't care if he's hurting you or not. He's becoming a baby. To be honest, let's talk the truth. In our generation, it's very hard to get a healthy relationship 100%. But you may wonder, how do I know my relationship is not healthy? This is very simple. This is something that it's easier than boiling water. If I always repeat this, if the last time you remember the name peace, you read it somewhere or you saw it somewhere, but you don't remember the last time you felt peace in your relationship, let me tell you something. You are in a very unhealthy relationship. It's sickening. Can we call it like that? Because in reality, I want you to understand something. A healthy relationship is that relationship that you know happiness. Yes, there are down moments. That I don't differ. But you can count their peaceful and happy moments that all of you are invested in it. Other people are in relationship where they are dating themselves. They're in a relationship where they cannot remember the time that the other person dated them. They are the only people that give their all in that relationship. So that is another sign that you are in a very unhealthy relationship. So if I was you, I would evaluate what is happiness to me, what is peace to me, what is unity to me, what is growing a relationship to me, and then with that I can be able to know I'm in a healthy relationship or unhealthy relationship. Appetite. I know when I say appetite, you are relating. Either it could be the appetite for food, can be appetite for gym, can be appetite for work. But let me ask you a question. Your level of appetite towards your partner, how is it? Do you miss your partner? Do you need them? Do their presence trigger you positively or negatively? Because there are people who are in a relationship and they feel like they want to vomit when they are close to their partner. Their appetite to their partner is negative 75 or 7,056K or something like that. Am I making sense? You need to be in a relationship with someone who has appetite for you and you have appetite for them. In short, you correspond each other. Okay, I don't know if I'm making sense. The way you want to eat lunch, breakfast and supper, and possibly you add brunch. Please, can you normalize having the same appetite towards your partner? Now and then, need them. Now and then, want them.